Come on in. We've been expecting you. We know you're watching this video on our website or YouTube channel because you want to know the exact steps on how to rush apostille this type of document as fast and as easily as possible. So buckle up, and here we go.
Hi, if you're watching this video right now, it's probably because you're needing to understand where and how you can rush Apostille, a GED diploma, which is considered a non-recordable document by the Texas Secretary of State. What will it cost? What is the current turnaround and processing times? And what are the exact steps that you need to follow to place a Texas Apostille order with us? First, all documents classified by the Texas Secretary of State as non-recordable documents, like a GED diploma, cannot be emailed or faxed to us by you to Apostille. But there is one exception to this that we'll go over in a minute. You must either mail us or drop off to us the original wet ink signed GED diploma at our main Austin, Texas office. Second, all non-recordable documents must be properly wet ink notarized by a Texas notary public. You cannot use a notary from any other state or any other country, only a Texas notary. Then you have two different options on how you want your school documents signed and notarized. One must be done by a school official and a notary, and the other way can be done by you and a notary. So you can bypass the school completely. So on GED diploma, that'll look something like this, and the diploma can be issued from any country or any of the 50 U.S. states. If you want the original, if you want the original done, and I'm going to get into it because it gets a little bit complicated, or it has to be a Texas, or it can only be from Texas, Texas high school. If you want a Texas Apostille. So I'm going to go over the two different ways that you can do it. Okay, so the first way is the hardest way, that takes the longest, and the most errors are made. This in a translated document, or basically any kind of school documents, not just GED, but like high school diploma, transcripts, college diploma, college transcripts, are the most rejected document because the schools mess up and the notary that the school uses messes up. They don't follow our directions because you never gave them the directions. You just got the diploma. They kind of notarized it, but it's not done properly. So when you want the original, okay. So this information is based on you want or need based on the foreign country. Some of them will request that you must have the original diploma apostilled. And in that case, you have to follow this exact steps. So what has to happen is you have to get the original or a new original. Like let's say you have the original at home and you have to order a brand new original from the school, or you have to mail your original GED back to the school. To do this, a school official or registrar, so it's just called basically a school official, school admin official, school registrar, someone to that effect, must make this kind of statement, this sworn statement. If they do not have this on your diploma, it's going to get rejected by the state and you'll be out the money and have to pay us a second time. So this is the verbiage they have to do and sign it. So they have to say on your document. So there's two ways. So you have your GED diploma. So on the back side of it, all this stuff can be done on the back side of it. So the school official's statement and the notarization can be done on the back side. Now, if you don't want to put this on your actual GED diploma, then you just use this PDF right here and download this PDF, and then you will attach that to the diploma. That way you don't have to touch anything on the original GEDs, because some people, not so much with GEDs, but like with like high school diplomas or college diplomas, they don't want to put anything actually on the front or the back of the diploma. And so this is where you can just, again, attach this, and the Secretary of State will apostille. It doesn't really matter to them. As long as it's properly notarized and signed, that's all that matters. So a school official has to make the statement. You don't need these little quotations. This is just a quotation to show you what you have to do. But the school official has to state, I certify that this GED diploma of, and then they have to print your name exactly the way it is on the diploma. It says here, print student's name. So they have to print your name exactly the way it is on the diploma. So if your diploma says John D. Doe, they have to print your name as John D. Doe. If they have your full name on there, it's John Douglas Doe, then they have to print your name as John Douglas Doe. If you have no middle name, well, then it doesn't matter. Then they don't put a middle initial or middle name because you don't have one. Okay, very important. Document get rejected if you don't do this. And they will not know this. Schools just don't know this stuff. with apostles, neither do notaries. Okay. And then they're going to say, I'll go from the beginning. It's easier. I certify that this GED diploma of your name is the true, exact, complete, and unaltered original document, because you're using an original GED diploma. And then they're going to sign it, and they have to make sure they put their title. So maybe their school title is school registrar, school admin, whatever it is, they have to put their title underneath here. Okay. And then this is important. You have to have this, what's called a Texas notary jurat on there. This right here. It can't just be notarized and signed, which is what happens all the time. The notary does not add any of this stuff right here. Any of this stuff, this right here, the notary doesn't do. They sign it and they put a notary stamp on it, but they don't do this, documents get rejected. Or the notary will put state of Texas, county of, whatever county it's getting done in, Travis County, Harris County, Tarrant County, Bexar County, El Paso County, wherever, and they'll sign it, but they don't do this. Or they do say that they put state of Texas, county of, and they put sworn and inscribed before me, and they put the day, month, and year, but then they don't do the most important part is, by law, they have to print who they saw signing it. That's what the whole point of a notary jurat and acknowledged is. They have to print the name of the person they saw signing it. And this is where they mess up too all the time. Okay, all the time. Okay, this, it says print. Okay, not cursive. What they'll do is they'll mess it up, and they'll have in this byline right here, in this blank right here, they'll have the school official sign their name in cursive there. No, the only place the school official signs is up here. So that's one mistake. They'll have the school official sign. The second mistake is the notary will print their name here. Wrong. Or the notary will sign their name there. Also wrong. All these are going to get rejected by the state of Texas. It's so simple. They just read it, but they don't follow. They don't pay attention. The notaries just do it. They're just not reading. Okay. It says, and we did this for a reason. After many, many years of trial and error, we dumbed it down. We can't even we used to say student's name or school official's name. Now we don't do that. We say print. You have to print, not cursive, print. So the school official's name goes, the other one is they would print your name here. That's right. They would also print your name here wrongly, which you have nothing to do with this. Your name as the person that's on the GED diploma there's nowhere on this version. If you're getting an original, your name goes nowhere on this. The only place your name goes is it's printed up here by the school official. That's it. That's the only place. And so they'll mess up, and the notary will print your name where it says print school official's name instead of the school official. See, whoever signs this right here, whoever signs this, that's who the notary has to put right here and print their name. And then the notary only signs one place. That's right here. Now that's for an original. That's if you need the original diploma, and you only need the original diploma unless a foreign entity tells you specifically, because what they're going to tell you typically is they're going to say, we need to get your GED diploma. It needs to get an apostille. If they only say that, you don't have to do this hard way. This is the hard way. It's going to cost you the most money. It's going to be the hardest one to do and take the longest. We're going to show you the second way, which is the easiest, fastest, cheapest way. Actually, there's a third way too that's even cheaper, but we'll do that too. But but some countries will say that you have to have the original document. They won't allow you to do the second version, but that's only if they specifically tell you that. Otherwise, pretty much any country in the world, unless they specifically tell you that, because different government agencies will require different things. So maybe you're dealing with a college in a different country, or another one you might be doing with a high school in a different country, or you might be dealing with a corporation that wants to see your GED diploma. All those might require different things. Even though it's the same country, they might say, oh, you can do it this way, you can do it this way. So just make sure you ask, because this is the hard way. I just explained it. Okay. The easier way, like we say, the faster, easier second option. Okay. This is where you don't go through the school. You don't need the school. This way, what you do is you have to make a photocopy of your original GED diploma. You cannot mail us or drop off to us the actual GED diploma that you got issued from your school. You must make a photocopy of the GED diploma, and then you're going to make and get signed by a notary a certified copy affidavit that you're going to attach to the photocopy. So this right here, all you got to do is copy and paste this onto a Microsoft Word document, or easier, just click on this PDF and it will download exactly everything you see here that's highlighted. And then you print this affidavit out, and then you go fill it out and sign it in front of a notary, and you attach it to your copy of your GED diploma, and that's it. That's how fast and easy it is, instead of having to go to the school, and that could take weeks for them to get at it. And then if they do it wrong, they'll mail it to us, and then we have to tell you it's wrong and mail it back to you. And then all that money, all that time is passed. So this is by far the way we recommend it. Unless the country tells you otherwise, this is the way you should do it, because this is the fastest possible way you can do it, because you don't need to go to the school and you already have your diploma. So on the certified cap affidavit, it's important, again, that you fill this out properly. The notary fills it out properly, because they mess this up all the time as well. So you're going to sign right here. It says GED diploma holder signature. Okay, you sign right here. Okay, again, sign the way it is on your diploma. Second, right here in the I, you print your name. You're the diploma holder's name. You are on the GED, so you have to print your name there. Okay, and then again, the notary is going to print your name right here. Print GED diploma holder's name. So the notary, again, doesn't print their name. It prints your name. Okay, and then notary will sign right there. And that's it. That is the two ways that you can get. You either way, you do the original. You have to have a school official sign it, and they have to make a sworn statement, or you are making a sworn statement as a certified copy affidavit. Both of them have to be notarized, both only by a Texas notary, no other notaries. You can also use a Texas e-notary, which is also called an online notary, virtual notary, or remote notary, to notarize your document via Zoom if you do not currently reside in Texas or the US. In this scenario, you can use our Contact Us page to upload and send us your electronically signed and notarized document. So you never have to mail or drop off anything to us. So from here, you can get to our Contact Us page 3 different ways. Click here, click on her, and then click right here. On our Texas Apostille order form page that you can access by clicking on the order form button, at the very bottom of this page, you will need to complete the online Texas Apostille order form, then print it out, then drop it off or mail it to us along with a prepaid return FedEx or UPS shipping label, so we can mail all your documents back to you or to whomever in the world you want. And again, so let's say you wanted to do the certified copy affidavit right here. You didn't want to go through the school. Okay, you could be living in any other state, not Texas, or any country in the world. As long as you can get on a Zoom call and you have a valid US ID, you have to have a valid US passport, US driver's license, US permanent resident card, or a US state ID card. That's the 4, and the military DOD card. All have to have photos on it, and they all have to have your signature. It's any kind of ID card that you can sign your name on. So if you have one of those, visas don't count, birth certificates, social security cards, any kind of visa, those are not acceptable. You must have a valid US ID. So as long as you have a valid US ID and it can't be expired, you can do the electronic notary from anywhere. And then all you have to do is upload 3 things on our contact page. 1 is a prepaid return FedEx, UPS, or shipping label. 2 is a PDF of our order form page. And when you go to our order form page, instead of going to the print option on your computer and hitting print and it prints out to a hard copy onto your printer, you're going to go to your printer options on your computer, and there's a little drop-down menu. You can pick the printer option you want, and there will be an option that'll say Save as PDF. And you click on that, and then when you go to the order form page and you go to print, it will save everything on the order form page that you filled out as a PDF. And then you take that PDF and you upload it on our Contact Us page. And then lastly, of course, you're going to upload a PDF of your certified or your notarized certified copy affidavit and a photocopy of your GED. That's it. And if you do that, you don't have to fly anywhere, you don't have to drive anywhere, and you don't have to go nowhere. You don't have to leave your house, and you can do this all from anywhere in the world. But again, you have to qualify to be able to do that. Next is step 2, which is the shipping instructions. This is step 2. I'm going to go over how you're going to get documents to, and we're going to get documents back to you. So the shipping to and from, and how you have to create the shipping labels and what you have to do. So depending if you're getting a state, federal, or embassy level documents apostilled, or all 3. If you're going for example, a non-Hague country, you have to go through that's called the document legalization or attestation process. And if it's a state level document, like say a birth certificate for, let's say, Vietnam or Thailand, you'd have to get it done at the state level of Texas, then the U.S. Department of State, and then the embassy of that country. And that's the 3rd step. So I'm going to go over all that on how you have to do the shipping. So to get your documents to us, there's going to be typically only 2 ways. One, which is the easiest way and what we recommend to 99% of people, and that's you're going to overnight or mail your documents to our Austin address, which is on our order form page and on our shipping instructions. Or if you live in the Austin area, you can drop off your documents to us. Again, it does not speed up the process, which we go over in step 3. It does not speed up the process at all, mailing it or dropping off. It's not a walk-in service. You can't walk into our office and come out with it and getting an apostle. Apostles are only done at the Texas Secretary of State, U.S. Department of State, Washington, D.C., or a consulate or embassy of that foreign country. And we do all the legalizations in our D.C. office at all the foreign embassies in D.C., which is where 99% of all the world foreign embassies are located at. So I'm going to go through what you have to do. So if you're going to mail your documents to us, please do not use the post office. Do not use the United States Post Office. They lose documents constantly. They lose billions of dollars for a reason every year. They are incompetent. They're unreliable. Do not use them. Do not mail your documents to us or have us mail them back to you, because it's usually the tracking is horrible. We recommend only to use FedEx, but if you want FedEx or UPS, or if you're in Europe or in South America or Central America, I know it's big down there in those countries, is DHL. But again, the most reliable and who we recommend, and we ship with them every single day, and we ship up tens of thousands of documents, and we have clients on 6 continents, haven't got Antarctica yet, it's FedEx. They are by far the most reliable. If you want your documents not to be damaged or lost, they are the most reliable, and they are the cheapest if you're using documents in the US by far. And I'll give you an example. We ship to our DC office from Austin, Texas. So the middle of Texas, all the way as far as you can possibly go across the country until the Atlantic Ocean to Washington, DC. It costs us $10.95 to 2-day FedEx a document to our DC office. If we use UPS, same turnaround time, it's over $40. If we use the post office, it's over $20. It's like $23. It's over twice. So if you're using documents, FedEx is so much cheaper than using UPS and the post office for that matter, if you're doing it fast within overnight or 2 days. Most people don't realize that's only if you use the FedEx One option. And our video on our shipping pages, they're going to go through that. I'm going to explain that. So here's the links you're going to click on. So this will do a long video, another 15, 20-minute video. It will walk you through something that FedEx or UPS doesn't even do on their website. We have screenshots and a video walking through the screenshots on how you can create a prepaid return shipping label on FedEx.com or UPS.com from anywhere in the world. So I don't care where you live in the world, you can go online and you can create a prepaid shipping label, and then you can print that out and mail that to us, or you can download it and email the PDF that they give you. It's only a PDF. You cannot give us shipping labels in a Word document or a GIF or a JPEG or whatever it is. You need the original PDF that both UPS and FedEx will give you. When you create it and you click on these links right here, and they'll show you a video and walk you through screenshots on how you have to do that anywhere you want. Okay. And then if you're doing internationally, you have to do what's usually called a customs invoice or customs receipt that you have to do. You click on these ones, this one for FedEx and this one for UPS, and we already have a pre-filled out for you template that you just got to fill out and then sign your name and date and put the date on it. That's it. It's already done for you. Again, depending on the country, they don't normally need this, but we always do it just in case. We tell you to do it if you're shipping internationally, for shipping your document from the US to another country. For example, Mexico doesn't really care that much, but you can do it anyways, but they don't really care with FedEx. But a lot of the other countries in the world, to get through customs, you're going to make sure you're going to want to have that. Okay. And then the other big thing is you cannot put our name on the shipping label. Let me repeat myself. You cannot put our name, phone number, or address anywhere on your shipping when we're shipping it back to you. That's the shipping to you. So we've apostled your document, and now you want it to return to you or to a law firm or to another country or a friend or family or coworker or a company or government entity, wherever you want us to send it, you're creating a prepaid shipping label. Okay, you are the importer and you are the shipper. So you cannot have our name on it, because if it goes through customs, we'll get billed for it, and we do get billed for it, hundreds of dollars. That's not ours. So we will not ship your documents back to you if you put our name on it. Okay, think of it like a envelope that you're mailing to somebody. In the upper left-hand corner in the United States, you put the return sender, meaning if the address you send it to it's a wrong address or the post office can't deliver it, they're going to return that mail to you. That's what we're asking for. You just can't put our address on there. You have to put any address. It doesn't matter what it is. You can put your friend, family member, coworker, a business. It doesn't matter. You just can't put our information on there. Again, you can just put yours. That's what people do. You can put your address as the to and the from. So, for example, you're shipping it, you want it shipped back to Europe, let's say. You have a friend or family member in the US. You can just use their address. Again, this is only if your document gets returned to you, they need an address to send it back to. Or if it goes through customs, they have to have an address to bill someone if you didn't pay the customs or whatever. Again, it doesn't really matter. You just can't put our address on it. It's real simple. And then again, both of these, you click on this, we'll go through what that means on how to do it. When you get to the FedEx or UPS, when you're online doing it, they'll ask, where is it getting sent from? Where you just can't put our address or phone number on there. It's very simple. People do it every day. People say we can't do it. Yes, you can. You're just not doing it right. Just follow our directions. Do it online. Don't walk into FedEx or UPS store to try to do this, because a lot of times those people don't know what they're talking about. You can just do it online. We have it done every single day from every country in the world. You can create the label online, not using our address. Because again, you are creating the label online and you are paying for it, not us. We are just simply dropping it off at FedEx or UPS or DHL for you. So you cannot put our address, because then we technically, in the eyes of FedEx or UPS or DHL, we are the importer then. We are the shipper. Do you see that all the liability, the legal liability falls onto our company, and we don't, our legal policy, our company policy, we can't have that. So do not put our address on the shipping labels. Very important, because we will not ship it 100%. We will not ship it back. We will contact you and say you have to send us a new shipping label. If you have it on there for international orders, our address and phone number and name cannot be on, specifically if it's going for international, we will not ship it back. So very important, if you're on a time crunch and you need these documents back, that's going to delay it potentially days for you to get us a new label and us contacting you. So please follow these directions and do not put our name or address or phone number on the prepaid shipping label. So yeah, that's basically it on shipping. It's, again, very simple. You just give us, again, if you're going to drop off documents to us, make sure you can also drop off to us, and then you can also give us a prepaid shipping label, and we'll ship them back to you. So you drop them off. You don't mail them to us, but you drop them off to us, but you want to mail them back to you. A lot of people do that as well. So you go online, create your shipping label, and when you drive to our Austin locations, you drop off your documents, and then the same day, the next day, 2 days, as we go over in step 3, how long it takes the Secretary of State to issue them, or the federal government, or the embassy, then we'll ship it back to you. So that's about it. Thanks. This is step 3. I'm going to go over the current pricing that we have, and if you're going to drop off documents to us, and our turnaround times that are as of today, November 30th, 2025. So if you're going to drop off documents to us, what you're going to need to do is you're going to need to print off our order form that you do online, which you're going to click down here, right here. By clicking this, you'll go to our order form page, and that's what you're going to fill out online and then print it out. And there's another video there that will go through how to fill out the order form and all that stuff. So if you're going to mail your documents to us, which is what most people do, you print out our order form, and then you send that along with your documents, like we state in step 2, you send it to us. If you're going to drop off your documents to us in person, which does not speed up the process, and I'm going to go over that, if you're going to drop it off in our Austin office, which is the only location, not Houston, not Dallas, only our Austin office, you can drop it off, your documents. So if you live in the Austin area, you need to print off our order form and then bring that in along with your documents. And then I'm going to go over right now our cutoff times. So for same day service, what that means is we're going to file your legal documents with the Texas Secretary of State if we get your documents by 12 p.m. Central Standard Time, Monday through Friday, excluding any major federal or state holidays. So whenever the Secretary of State is open, and they're actually closed more days than just the federal and state, like for 4th of July this year, they closed the Monday after 4th of July. That wasn't a federal holiday. And they closed this week, Wednesday, before Thanksgiving, and that was not a federal holiday. Or Black Friday, they are closed as well. That's not a federal holiday, but they are closed. So they're closed for 3 days this week, and they'll be closed for 3 days for Christmas. They've already announced the day before Christmas Eve Day. So Christmas Eve Day, which is not a federal holiday. So whenever they're closed, we cannot file your document. Just make sure you know that, so you're aware with the turnaround times. No company can file your documents unless the Secretary of State is open. So I just want to be clear about that. So if we get your documents by 12 o'clock Central Standard Time, Monday through Friday when they're open, we are going to guarantee if we get them by 12 o'clock, we are going to file them with the state of Texas. Then, depending on their turnaround times, they change. We don't control this. No company, no person controls how fast they're going to turn them around. As of right now, and we change this every single month. Like right now, in a few hours, this is going to change to December 2025. So if you're watching this video in the future, in 2026 or 2027, forget what you're seeing on this video. Whatever it says right on this page right here, this is what the current turnaround time is going to be for the Secretary of State. And I'm going to go through this on our examples. So as right now, November 2025, it takes between 0 and 2 business days for the Secretary of State to issue apostils on documents. And I'm going to explain what 0 days means. Okay, so we give some scenarios here. So if we receive your paperwork by mail or drop off by noon Central Time, we're going to file your documents. Then it's possible, not probable, the Secretary of State is going to issue your apostille the same day. So same day means 0, meaning we're going to get your document by or before noon of that day. We're going to file it that day, and they may issue it that same day, and we're going to mail back to you the exact same day. That is 0 days. Or it could take them up to 2 business days after we file it to them have them issued to you. Okay, so I'm going to explain our examples here. So scenario 1, we receive your documents before or by our noon Central Standard Time cutoff time on a Monday, and then we file it that same day. The Secretary of State will either issue an apostille on your documents the same day, which is 0 days. The next business day, they might do it, which is 1 day, or 2 business days. So the worst case scenario, you're going to get it and mail back to you is on Wednesday. So that is the best case scenario if we get your document by 12 o'clock. Okay. Example number 2 is if we get your document after noon Central Time. So if you mail it to us and we get it at 2, 3 o'clock in the afternoon from UPS or FedEx or DHL, or you drop it off at our office at 2, 3, 4, 4:55, we have people right before 5 o'clock drop it off on that same Monday, we're going to file it then we can only file it the next day. We're going to file it the next business day. And then they could issue it that same day. That's 0 days. They might issue it the next business day, 1 day, or 2 business days. So worst case scenario, we can pick it up and mail it back to you on that Thursday. So again, both scenarios, if we get your document on a Monday, we get it before noon or after noon, it's going to be Wednesday or Thursday. So again, the absolute worst case, unless there's a zombie apocalypse or an orc uprising or alien invasion, if you do it on Monday, it's going to be mailed back to you on Thursday. Worst case, best case, it can be mailed back to you on Monday. So just to go through that. And I cannot stress this enough. If you're traveling to our main office in Austin, dropping off your documents instead of mailing to you does not speed up the process. It doesn't matter if we get them by drop off or by mail before noon or after, it's going to be the same turnaround time. Too many people, they don't read our website, they don't contact us, and they show up thinking it's going to be done the same day. And that's not possible because it's Secretary of State. It's up to them. They are going to decide if they're going to issue it the same day, next day, or 2 days. So please, unless you live in the Austin area, it does not speed up the process. Just overnight your documents to us, like we say in step 2, how to do it. Okay. And then these prices are as of today. These might change next year in 2026 or 2027 or 2028, whenever you're watching this video. But don't go by what this video says. Go by what this is saying right here. Whatever this says right here, whatever it says right here at this time, that's the current pricing. So for the first document, so if you need 1 document to apostille at the Secretary of State, it's $95. And that includes all filing fees. So you don't write us a check or money order, a cashier's check. You don't send us money for the state filing fee. And you do not do the paperwork. You don't send us the state form. We have our own forms, and we pay the filing fee. So it's just $95. That's it. There's no tax. It's just $95 flat. That's all you call. And then if it's multiple, it's discounted. And this is just an easy little chart for you. If it's 1 document, it's $95. If it's 2 documents, you need apostille, and this is at the same time, it's $170, 3, $245, so and so and so and so. So that's just the current pricing all the way. We just have it. And again, any additional documents are $75 each. And then when you're ready to order, you just click this button, and that's going to take you to our order form page for Texas Apostles. And again, this is only for Texas. This isn't for federal pricing or corporate pricing, Texas corporate pricing for corporate documents to apostille or embassy fees. This is specifically only for Texas Secretary of State and Texas documents. So documents that are notarized by Texas notary or documents that were issued from a Texas entity, city, state, county, or state government, like a Texas birth certificate, death certificate, marriage license, divorce decree, criminal records, checks, driver's license, power of attorneys, stuff like that. So that's step 3. Thanks.